Hi guys, sorry about that. I'm back. Good to see you. I brought a big bowl this time. This time we are making bath salts. Bath salts for certain specific things. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab my salt. I'm going to need about half of this bag. So I'm going to put that in there first. And I'm literally going to squeeze the bag in half and try to hold it. And pour the rest out. We'll see how well that works for me. In this instance, I'm using Epsom salts because it's really good for bath. And it does so many good things for the skin and the body. Yeah, I don't think I did too bad there. Maybe a little bit more. Come on. Come out. It must be telling me it's half. It doesn't want to come out, so we'll stop there. So I'm going to reach in with my hands and I'm just going to break this up. And as I break it up, I'm going to work on it for love, attracting love, attracting it. I'm going to break it up because you got little pieces that are kind of like balls. Just going to break it up and think about who uses this will be attracting love to them. And then I'm going to add some lavender. And I'm not going to crush it. I'm just going to use the whole little bulbs. Whole little pieces. And I'm going to just put some in there. I'm not going to measure. And then I'm going to mix that up. And as I mix that up, I'm going to be thinking about bringing love to this person. Bringing love to this person. This is also for a client. Bringing love. And the next item I'm going to put in here, I forgot to grab. So give me a second off camera. Just 1 second. Gotta run to the hutch. Scoop, Mr. T. Okay, and this is rose petals. When we're dealing with love, we almost always want to use rose petals. It's a good thing to use. And again, I'm just going to drop a few in there. These are buds and petals. So I'm going to kind of break them up a little with my fingers, the big ones. The rest of them I'm just going to leave. Nice little cute buds. Oops. Okay, and then once we get the big ones broke up, we're just going to mix it again with our hand. And we're going to be thinking about bringing this person love. This person attracting love into their life. That's what we're thinking. And then the last thing we're going to add, actually we're not. I was going to add a little bit of rose oil. Just a tad of rose essential oil, but I'm not. This smells heavenly. The rose and the lavender together are going to be perfect. So we're basically done with this. I'm going to grab a bag and I'm going to write on the bag what this one is. Boop. With my nifty little waterproof pen. Love bath salts. And then I'm going to just pour it into my baggie. Just like that. And this order is ready to go. Love drying bath salts. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And then, of course, with this, I send a baggie, a muslin baggie or a cotton baggie that they can use to put the salts into the tub with them so they don't have loose herbs just kind of floating all over their bathtub going down the drain and so on and so forth. The next thing I'm going to do is put my salt back, the little bit I had left in that bag. And it's a little less than the other, but it's not quite as, again, I'm breaking up the little balls. And what I'm thinking this time is of bringing protection. And I forgot another ingredient. Doggone it. Anyway, so the first thing I'm going to add to this one is sage. Sage for its protection and cleansing qualities. And I'm going to add what I have left in here because I didn't have a whole ton and it looks like the perfect amount. And I'm going to kind of crush it as I go because there's a few big pieces. And as I'm crushing it, I again am thinking of drawing protection to this person. Oh my gosh, it smells like heaven in here. I'm almost scared to add anything else, but there is another ingredient I'm going to add for two reasons. It's good for protection, but it's really good for the skin. There's actually two ingredients I'm going to add. So the next one is some pennyroyal. It's really good for the skin and it smells really good. So we're going to add some pennyroyal. And again, we're going to mix that up with the thought of love. No, protection, damn it. Protection. This is our protection oil. Saltz. Oh, big piece. Big piece of sage. Okay, and then the last ingredient we're going to add is right here. And that is whole clove. We're going to add a good handful of whole clove. Clove is a great protector, and oftentimes I would add rosemary to this, but I'll be honest with you, the clove is a much more aggressive protector and lasts a little longer. Rosemary is a good protector, don't get me wrong, but it's very gentle. It's mild in its protection, whereas clove is like, screw with me and see what happens. And this gal needs some real good protection, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to smell it. And I'm not going to add anything to it. It is perfect. Now, once I get all these things that I'm making in the baggies, I will then reach into the baggie and enchant it. Oops, I forgot to write on this one. And use my hands to enchant what's in the baggie. So that, yes, I mixed it and I enchanted as I mixed, but I want to really, really focus on it and make sure that it's going to do the job that it was made to do. So we're going to do that. Probably off camera. You guys are pretty much pros if you've been watching me for any length of time on enchanting, because we've gone over that a million times on many different videos. Well, it might be about the same amount. A little more of the love, but that's okay. Like I said, the protection one is not as important as the love one in my opinion, because this one's going to be 10 times strong and not necessarily needed as often. So there we go. Protection bath salts and love bath salts and a healing incense we did earlier. I will be back in a few minutes, my lovelies. I have some more recipes that I want to put together with you. One of them is a yard strew, which I actually am probably not going to do on camera. You've seen me do that a million times. But one of them videos that I'm doing coming up is apartment protection. And I think it's important because, you know, we talk a lot about houses. I've done videos of me protecting my house and doing my boundary and so on. But I'm in an apartment now, and many of you are too. So I think it's important that we do a video about apartment protection and how can we achieve that you know, in a secluded little, in an included little space like this. So we'll get into that next video. I love you, your divine, sacred beings of light and love. Love you with all of my stinking little heart. I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye, guys.